guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Just a quick reminder to say, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That way you get notification whenever I upload a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this couple. They are a young couple here on YouTube, and they do vlogs. They had a baby not too long ago, and shortly after they had the baby, they went and got a circumcision done. This is one of those videos where I make the video and I address a subject matter, and I will then give my opinion, and then everybody then is free to leave their opinion there in the comment section. At the end of the day, I'm never going to be saying that I know everything, that I have all the answers, but my opinion is what I'm going to share, and whatever your own opinion is, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Every single day we all learn. We learn from each other. We learn all the time, you know. So this young couple had their baby not too long ago, and within a very short while they already went and got the circumcision done. And in the comment section there were a lot of comments that were so not like in support of the idea of circumcising a baby. Some people are not in support of circumcising a baby at all, and some people are like, oh, he's too young for circumcision. You know, everybody had, you know, whatever they thought about it. Before I started filming this video, I went back to see if I could see some of those comments that were outrightly against it, so that I could read out some of those comments to you guys, but I couldn't find a lot of them. I don't know if they were deleted, I don't know, because some of the comments were not very nice, you know. So but I couldn't find a lot of those comments anymore, so I don't know what happened to them. But to be honest, there are loads of comments, so it's hard to actually go through and find the ones that I saw previously. And then there were some people in the comment section that actually were in support and say, yes, it's a good thing, you know, you are the parents, make the decision for your child, don't listen to anyone. And some people are for circumcision, while some people are against circumcision. Why this actually got my attention and why I really wanted to share it is that it just kind of, well, I use the word amazing or interesting. It's interesting how things are different depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm a Nigerian, right? In Nigeria, circumcising a child, a baby, it's nothing. Like, let me tell you, almost every single Nigerian man is circumcised. Like, it's very, very unusual to find a Nigerian man that's not circumcised. Very unusual. It's just, you know, nobody even talks about it. Nobody is talking about it. It's not even discussed. It's not even whatever. It's just done. My oldest was born in Nigeria. His naming ceremony was on a Friday, and then the circumcision was done, I think, the Monday. So that would have been 7, 8, 9, 10, on the 10th day. Yeah, circumcision was done on the 10th day. It was done in the hospital by qualified doctors and the nurses. And the safest environment, like they always say, is the hospital environment is the best place to do it, because that way you are sure that professionals are the one doing it. In Ireland, if you want to circumcise your child in Ireland, it can't be done until your child is like 6 months old. 6 months old. And then even the 6-month-old, it has to be, you have to go privately to get it done, not in the government hospital. You know, a lot of Nigerians were shocked to find out the differences. They tried to get Nigerians not to do it, but what did a lot of people do? A lot of Nigerians were not happy to wait for 6 months. It's like too long to wait. The government used to do it when the child is 6 months old, but as far as I know, they changed. When your baby is 6 months old, you still don't get it done. They only do it if your child has a problem. Maybe the foreskin is too tight, it's causing problems, or maybe they have suffered from UTIs. Then they will do it because they feel like it is then necessary. A lot of Nigerians that I know are crossing the border and going to do it in the UK. If you don't know how Ireland works, it's very funny, because all you have to do is drive down and you're in the UK. As someone from a culture where it is so normal, and then coming into a culture where it is not seen as, you know, you must get it done or whatever, and it's say they're trying to get people not to do it. I see from two sides. So, and then when I read the comments and I'm seeing some people for and some people against, I am kind of like aware of these two things. But what came to my mind is the massive difference between the people, that massive difference between like a country in Nigeria where it is not a big deal, to a place like America or Europe or wherever, where some people have issues with it. Before I made this video, I started to actually search online to find out people's opinions, and I'm searching online, and I like you find people that are for and people that are against, and you find like a lot of internet forums where people are arguing, and you find a lot of the people that are against will be like, no, the child will be scarred for life. It reduces sensitivity, and what else did they talk about? Or wait for the child to grow up and do it later. Like they don't wake up and decide. And while people that are against will talk about things like the smell, people talk about things like the smell and how it looks. So let me just talk about these 5 things, right? Talking about scars, either the scar for a child that is done when he's really, really little, like a baby, the scar will be so small that it's almost unnoticeable, right? But the people that do it much later in life, they're going to have a big scar. And one thing about babies is their bodies heal so quickly because they're only babies and they're just kind of growing. Yeah, while the one that is done much later is there's a bigger chance of having a bigger scar because it's a bigger skin area than I don't know how to say it. The scar is more when they do it much later in life. I have a friend that, you know, she had a child that she had in Nigeria, and that child was done, like my son was done, like within a week, you know, or 2. She had children that she got, boys that she got done at a much older age, and she found that the scar is more in the bigger kids than it was the one that was done older than it was for the ones that one that was done when he was very, very little. When it comes to the smell, a lot of people, when I was searching online, a lot of people talked about the smell. You will see things like people saying it smells so bad that fine, when you wash it, the smell will be gone for like maximum 10 minutes and it's back. And a lot of women complain about the smell and say it is just terrible, they can't stand it. And they talk about the uncircumcised guys would have a lot of the fishy smell, waiting to do it when you're much older. Okay, I have a friend of mine that is Nigerian, and she's married to a guy that is now circumcised, and she said, I love him, honestly, I love this guy, but she said, I struggle with that, with the appearance. She said looking at it grosses her out. The man decided to go get it done, and he went to the hospital to get it done, but they advised him and said, you're much older man, risks are so high. They had discouraged him from doing it. And these are the things about when you're a little child being done as a baby compared to when you're grown up. The risks are higher, much, you know, there's so much risks involved when you're much older person than when it's done as a baby. That's what they told my friend's husband. So that's another reason why some people consider doing it when it is a small baby than when the baby is when somebody is grown. The way it looks, a lot of people don't like the look, especially if you're used to seeing circumcised men. If all your life you've always seen circumcised men, and then you see a man that's not circumcised, a lot of people find it gross. Like, what is this? Like you know, it just looks different. This is just aesthetics, basically aesthetics. Some people say, you know, you lose the sensation. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, because a lot of African men, if you're an African man or if you're circumcised, you leave us a comment and let us know, did you lose any sensation? I don't think African men oh god, okay, let me say Nigerian men, as far as I know, 99.999, if not 100% of Nigerian men are circumcised. And I can guarantee you, Nigerian men, oh my goodness, I don't know, I don't think they have issues with lost sensation. Maybe they even have too much sensation. I think so. They are the ones married all the 10 wives and all the whatever, and they're never satisfied. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll leave that to the guys. You can leave us a comment and let us know if you're circumcised, did you lose sensation? So people say, oh, they're chopping off part of the you know, whatever. Before you make up your mind about what it is, you know, make sure you find out the facts about what it really is before you say, no, it's not good, or it's good, or whatever. I think some people are scared of it because it's something that is strange, like something they are not used to, and they just feel like, no, don't do it. While some people that have been doing it forever are going to be like, what is wrong? Some people do it for cultural reasons, some people do it for religious reasons, some people do it just for preference. This is what they prefer, this is what they're used to. Go into the comments, you can actually see some people saying, you know, I'm pregnant, I'm confused, I don't know whether to do it or not to do it. And you find some people saying, this is just pure ignorance, why would any parent do this to their child, this is wrong. Why some people are like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Some people are like, whatever it is your choice as parents to decide for your child. You know, when I think about people that are criticizing they're criticizing this couple for circumcising their child or whatever, I still go back to what I talk about. You know, if they don't vlog it, if it's not up there, we will not know that their child is circumcised, and nobody will be in the position to tell them it's they are doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing. It's part of the things about being on YouTube, you know, because it's there. People are going to honestly, of course, leave their opinions. And some people are not leaving their opinions because they just want to troll. Some people are leaving their opinions because that's sincerely how they feel about it. Some people hate the idea of it being done. While some people, you know, people that are for or against, people are bound to leave their opinions. That's one of the most natural things in the world. And then the couple left a comment and listen to what they wrote. No matter what your opinion is about the decisions we make, we just want to let you know that we respect them and they are welcome here. We also want you guys to know and understand, despite whether you agree or disagree, support or do not support, feel some type of way or don't feel any type of way about any of the decisions we make, that we will still make our own decisions, unbothered and not even considering what is being said. You see, how we live our life is just like you live your life, how we want, and not up for discussion. It's still fun to read the comments you guys have about what we do, and we encourage you to keep leaving them regardless of your opinion. Just know you don't have power over our mind or emotions. Let's carry on the debate now. So let's carry on the debate now. That was it. I like that. I like that. You know, this is actually a very young couple, but that is a very matured comment to write. They were being honest. Whatever you guys say or do not say is not going to change our minds. Our minds are already made up. These are our decisions. But, you know, it's open. Go on, do your debate. It's fine. We have no issues with that. That's fine. You know, they didn't shut down the comment section. They didn't, you know, they just leave everybody. It's okay to say what you want to say, and I like that. And that's what I say. You know, that's what I say about when I make a video. I leave my opinions. You may not like my opinions. It doesn't mean I'm bad or you're good or whatever. It just means that we see things differently. It doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be a fight. Leave your opinion. I leave my opinion. And don't forget, the comments you're leaving, every other person may be reading there are a lot of people reading your comments, and people influence each other. But it's nice that the comment section is there for people to debate, like they said. I think that's a very mature thing to write. The way they wrote it, our minds are made up. We're gonna get this done. It's okay, you guys can leave your opinions, but at the end of the day, we're gonna do what we want to do. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, if you have your life on YouTube, these things are gonna happen. People are gonna have their opinions about you, your life, or whatever. Sometimes they're coming from a place of love. Sometimes they're not. Some people are just obviously trolls. When I watched that video and I saw all of that going on in the comment section, I thought to myself, why not make a video about it? You know, why we can all have a conversation. Like I said, I bring up a subject matter and then I say my opinion or what I think. It doesn't mean I know it all. And then every other person, whatever your opinion is, whatever you think, you know, you can then leave your opinion there in the comment section. Before you make up your mind, open it. Open your mind to see something else. Open your mind and absorb, take things in, and then decide. So before you make up your mind, open it. So always realize that we will never all do things the same way. We're always going to do things differently. You know, that is it. It depends on who you are, your orientation, you know, your culture, you know, your social background, whatever, economic background, whatever. There are a lot of things that influences decisions we make. But we have to realize at the end of the day, people are different and people see things differently. And because we do not agree on decisions or opinions, doesn't necessarily mean that it's just that we do not see it the same way. The only thing we can always do is like have discussions and, you know, say our opinions, as long as it's done respectfully and maturely. You know, we're all grown-ups. We should always like act like one. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm just going to say, what is your opinion when it comes to circumcision? Are you for or against circumcision? If you are for circumcision, why are you for circumcision? And if you're against, why are you against? So feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And if you are circumcised or if you're not circumcised, can you let us know in the comment section as well what you think and how life is with you being circumcised or not being circumcised. I think I'm going to leave it there for now, and until the next time, guys, bye-bye. Bye.
It's goodbye, friends, and goodbye, folks.